Fargo Davies leads 1-0 off a goal by Allie Matter. 24:44 to go in the first half of play. And that's all the scoring so far. And immediately, appreciate all your assistance. That one's going to be popped up, and can Oleg get there? She does! She makes a jumping grab just as the ball was about to go over the fence. Kira Moore, a perfect 4 for 4. And a slam dunk from Harney. Braden Keene is the guy in the backfield here. Mitchell's under center. And man in motion coming to the near side. And he'll look to the corner, and he's got Traver down the end zone for the touchdown. And it's... All right, welcome back to Barnesville High School here. I think we've taken a walk outside, stretched our legs, and given us a little extended break here between games, and I think we're ready to rock and roll here for our second to last game of the afternoon here. As we expected this one to start at 3 o'clock, and well, we're at about 2:53. This one's going to start in about 30 seconds, so we'll get ahead of schedule here a little bit. This is the Breckenridge Cowgirls, who finished second out of the Pool B and the other gym, and they will face off against the Frazee Hornets, who finished second best team out of Pool A. And let's go over if I have that here somewhere. I do. It's hiding somewhere in here. And maybe it's not hiding in here somewhere, but I can tell you that Frazee won 2. And Breckenridge won 2. Where did that sheet go? There it is. I found it. Breckenridge won, let's see here. Okay, so Breckenridge lost to Hawley 2-0, and then they would come back and defeat Fertile-Beltrami 2-0, and then they would defeat Crookston. I think it was 2-0, but I never got an official final score on that one. So if that was incorrect, I do apologize. And then Frazee would defeat Winnemac in 3 sets, 2-1. They would fall to Barnesville 2-0, 2-0, and then they would defeat Battle Lake 2-0 to put them the second best team in the pool. So it'll be Frazee, the green team, versus Breckenridge, the green team, here on the Minnesota Sports Station. And let's see here. Let's make sure that this is set for... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back to this camera here. This is also a best of 3, so sets 4 and 5 will not be played. Set 3 only if necessary. And we are underway here in the second place game of the Barnesville Volleyball Invite, and the first point goes to Barnesville, or Breckenridge, excuse me. There we go, we got it on the right side of the scoreboard. Now, because Breckenridge had 2 wins and a loss, and Frazee had 2 wins and a loss, I'm not sure who the home team is Frazee, and the away team is Breckenridge. Nice diving dig there by, that was Ziegler. I'll circle the libreros here, so that always makes it easier for me. I think she tried, unintentionally tried to catch that one. Goes into the books as a lift, and that'll be 2-1 now in favor of Breckenridge, who is the home team. So I got them flip-flopped. And that was in bounds, and now we're tied at 2. That one will hit the officials' shoes, and that one will be considered inbounds. 3-2 in favor of Frazee. And that will be an ace. With the serve is Caitlin Arnholt. Arnholt will serve it over. Ziegler will make first contact. Here's the set to the middle of the net there for Maddie Starry. That one's sent over, and the Cowgirls will keep it alive. Now on the far side, I believe that might have been Snowball, but we'll have to double check that one for sure. And it was Snowball. And that one just barely comes over on the third touch. Nice job there by the Cowgirls to keep that one alive, and a nice diving attempt there to keep it alive there by Arnholt, but unfortunately won't work this time around, and that makes it 4-4. Now we're caught up. 4-4. We got little notes saying which keys do which team, since we didn't know who was playing and who was home and away. We inserted them randomly, and now we have notes telling us where to hit the buttons at. That kill is down. That is Cameron Kaler. And it's 5-4, home team leads. That'd be the Cowgirls, who are the home team on the scoreboard. The guests are the Hornets. Kaler with the serve, Ziegler with the first touch, and now they'll have to get that one over, and they just barely do as it hits the tape as it rolls over. The libero is not to find out. If we have some Breckenridge fans watching, if you could let me know who your libero is. 701-373-1843. I don't have 17 on my roster, and I forgot who it was last time. I'm thinking it might be Maddie Larson, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So if you can let me know, that'd be great. I'll go out of bounds, and Frazee will score on the point there to tie it up at, let's see here. Scoreboard says 6-5. I'm still trying to figure out who's home and away here. One sent over. Here's the set. Attack from the, oh, well, I thought it was going to be an attack from the bottom pin, but no, now we're tied. So Breckenridge is the home team. Okay, got it. Tied at 6. With the serve is Undum. Unless they changed jerseys. Oh, wait, no, I'll take that back. It was the wrong jersey number that I saw. It was Snowball on the serve, and she'll continue on the serve now as Breck has another 1-point lead at 7-6. Almost blocked at the net. Now they have to run for it, and we're tied again at 7. It says we're in set 3. We're not. We're in set 1, I promise. There we go. Serves up and over and out of bounds. Carson Materi will come into the lineup here and serve it up for the Cowgirls. Middle of the service line, it's up and over. Diving is Ziegler, and now a one-handed save there. Sends it back over to the Cowgirls. They'll set up for the attack. Middle and net, the kill is down as Jude held. The Cowgirls come on to a 9-7 lead now. Serve is up and over. First contact is made right back to the net and pushed down, and that is another point Riley Lorenz, as well as Riley Lorenz and Jude Held in on that block there. Serves up and over. And set up, Riley Lorenz sends it down into the near corner for the kill. (11-7) now in favor of the Cowgirls. Cowgirls have not won yet here on the Minnesota Sports Station. I'd love to change that here. They've won sets, but they haven't won matches yet. And that's a kill for Talia Gabrielson. Near side, and it'll be given back over. Free ball here, setting up for Riley Lorenz. It's tipped as it goes over the net, and that will be, I thought that was going to be the fourth touch, but I guess not. Here comes Riley Lorenz again, jousts for it at the net, and I believe she went into the net. Nope, she did not go into the net. It was just a simple point for Frazee. 11-9 now. And that one will fall a little short, 12-9. Serve will go back to the Cowgirls. (12-9) as that is Maddie Larson, maybe? I'll have to find out. Set to the far side on the attack. Cowgirls will keep it alive. It'll be popped back over there where Ziegler will touch up on it. Back set there from Pache. Back over to the Cowgirls. Near side, Cameron Kaler sneaks it inside the inside line in the near corner. 13-9. Once again, we'll see these two teams again coming up here in about mid-October. Can't remember the exact date. I think it's like the 13th or the 15th or something like that. Breckenridge will travel to Frazee to play the Hornets. So we'll see these two teams again in the very near future. Blocked at the net. Nice job there by Cameron Kaler, and that's another point for the Cowgirls. 14-9, Frazee wants to talk it over. We'll let them be back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 14-9. Riley Finkrell is the libero here for Breckenridge. That'll be another point for the Cowgirls, and 15-9, the Cowgirls out to a nice lead. In our experience here, Cowgirls usually do pretty well in the first couple sets, and then they kind of struggle in the finals sets. And that's not just been this year. That seems to be every game that I've covered for the Cowgirls, with the exception of 1 or 2. So this one will not go 5 sets. It'll go 2, possibly 3, and that could play in favor if that style of play is the way that it's going to continue, if you kind of catch what I'm saying there. So Oh, it's tipped over, kept alive. Now the back set, near side, sent over there by Gabrielson. And saved there by Materi. Back over to the Cowgirls. As Finkel tipped over there by Jude Held. Pushed back over. Couldn't quite see who got that one. Materi will set it up near side here on the attack. And the Hornets will keep it alive. They keep getting the greens mixed up here. Got the light green and the normal green, I guess. That's whatever you want to call it. Light green and dark green. That's tipped out of bounds. That should be a point for Breck, and it is. So Finkel will have the serve. Here's the back set to the near side on the attack, and the kill's down. That is Gabrielson on the kill. Finkel makes first contact, sets it over far side, and the kill is down. Jude Held. So Jude will come out. Coming back in is Victoria Undum. Serve is up and over. That was O'Brien who sent it over. Now set it back up for O'Brien on the far side and blocked at the net, and 4 touches is the call. The Cowgirls out to a 7-point lead here. Both of these teams played in the match right before the one they're playing, and the only difference is Breckenridge is in a different gym this time, and it's their first game in this gym. Last time they were in this gym, they won the first 2 sets and then fell 3-2 to Barnesville. So they'd love to get a win in this gym, even if it's not against Barnesville. I think that was in, and it was, yep. 19-12. And that'll be an ace. Cameron Kaler. That one's up and over. Bump set there, set it up for the attack, and Snowball will keep it alive. Now the set there from Arnhall. And it's popped over. Here come the Hornets, and they'll put it down. Out of bounds. Point for the Cowgirls, and it's 21-12, and Frazee will talk it over. We'll let them talk it over, and we'll be back ourselves here in just a moment. It's 21-12 in set 1 in favor of the Cowgirls. So far, so good if you're a Breckenridge fan, but we'll see how that concludes when we come back after this. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. 21-12. The only thing you missed was the first part of that serve there. We apologize. That one will hit the basketball hoop, and that will fall for a point for Breckenridge. I believe it was Snowball who touched it last, so she'll get credit for the point. (22-12). Here's the set, and bumped over. Instead of going on an official attack, I guess you could say, a Snowball just did there. Sent right back to the Cowgirls Finkel, oh, she tried to get it to Snowball, and Snowball just kind of miss-swung at it there, and I'll fall for a point for Frazee. 22-13 is our score here in set one. The Cowgirls barring a big rally here, more than likely take the W in the first set, and we'll see how they improve in the second set here, as Riley Lorenz will fire that one a little bit too far. That one's up and over. And Lorenz will try again. This time it's dug out by Ziegler. Diving. Oh, that was a great attempt there by Kaler, but there was nobody there to help her out. And I'll fall for a point for Frazee, 22-15. So the serve comes out of the hands of Starry. Here's a set for Riley Lorenz. That one will be kept alive there by the Hornets. They'll go for the attack at the middle of the net, and they'll get the point. Middle of the net kill there for Ellie Ryerson. That's 22-16. Finkel, and then a back set there from, I believe that was Arnholt, and it was. And then I'll fall for a Breck point off the tip, 23-16. He popped over there. Kaler will make first contact. Arnholt sets it up for Riley Lorenz. That is a nice dig out there by Ziegler. Back over to the Cowgirls now. They'll go on the attack again. This time middle of the net, and that was blocked at the net there by Ryerson as well as Johansson. Serves up and over, and it'll be an ace. 23-18, and the Hornets are getting a little bit closer here. Off the ace by Johansson. Johansson will serve it up again. Here's a set, Riley Lorenz near pin, and that one's blocked at the net. One of the two was Talia Gabrielson, and I'm not sure who the other one was. But that'll be enough to cause Breckenridge to take a timeout. So we'll let them talk it over this time around, and then we'll take a timeout as well and be back in a moment.
Diamond Academy and Magnitude Sports Media Network are providing a huge opportunity for high school athletes. Player profile videos shine the spotlight on a skill set required for a position in a particular sport. Whether you play softball, track and field, or any other sport, if you're a sophomore or junior, it's time to schedule your video. Most tapings take less than an hour and can save you thousands when a recruiter puts your name in the starting lineup for a college scholarship. For more information, click on Player Profiles at msportsnet.com or call us at 701-373-1843. Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home.
All right, we'll come out of that second part of that commercial break there and get back to action here out of the Breckenridge timeout. Frazee has a serve down by 4. We'll see if they can rally here and cut that deficit even more. Lorenz will bump it, far side, poked over there by Victoria Undum. However, that will be a point for Frazee. Once again, for the Breck fans who may be tuning in, the first matchup of the day that we had that featured the Cowgirls, so we have not had any pregame or postgame shows due to the length of time between matches, and that will apply here as well. We will do kind of a summary of a post-game show after the next match, depending on what time it is here. These are best of 3 sets. And if you're able to make it to Barnesville today, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. That includes the Frazee fans as well, and that includes all the other teams who have had, or all the other fans who have had teams here as well. Jousts for it at the net, comes back over to the Hornets. Here's the back set to the near side. That is Gabrielson, and point, Frazee, 23-22. I'm not sure. I think they're going to check the scoring. I had 23-20. The scoreboard is 23-22. We'll keep it at 23-21. I was trying to adjust it to match the scoreboard. And it appears that it might actually be 23-22. All right, we're going to go with it. 23-22 in favor of Breckenridge here. They did discuss it at the table, and they agreed that it will stay that way, so we'll agree with that too. Riley Lorenz from the 10-foot line tips it over and down, and it's set point for Breckenridge. They gave up a lot of points there to Frazee, and now the pressure's back on the Hornets. Materi will have the serve here for the Cowgirls. Set point once again here in favor of Breckenridge. Here's the set for the attack at the middle of the net, and it's down for the kill. That is Gabrielson with the kill and the point, and it's 24-23. Pache with the serve. Here's the set. Near side, sending it over there is Jude Held. Hornets will keep it alive, and now they'll go on the attack. Here's a chance for Riley Lorenz to end it. No, the Hornets will keep it alive. Back set near side. She got the point last time. She will not get it this time. Second touch, Finkel. Bumped over there by Materi. Back over to the Hornets now. They'll set it up, go up for the attack. A little confusion there on who was going to get what. Did it drop inbounds or out of bounds? It dropped out of inbounds, so we're tied at 24 now. I believe that was Lorenz on the far side, and it comes back. And Lorenz will try from the near side, blocked at the net. The Cowgirls able to keep it alive here. They want to get their set point back. Right now, Frazee has an opportunity. Nice diving dig by Finkel there to keep it alive, and she'll shove it back over to the Hornets on the third touch. Now they'll try again. Blocked at the net, and a double touch. A double touch, a touch violation, and Frazee will have set point now. Serve is over. Let's see if the Cowgirls can tie it up. Materi, now Finkel, sends it over far side into the net, and the Frazee Hornets will take set one. 26-24. Cowgirls had a pretty comfortable lead, and they let it slip away, and they paid the price as a result. We'll see if they can recover here in set two, or if the Hornets will sweep it when we come back after this here on the Minnesota Sports Station.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
The North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, welcome back. Barnesville High School here as we are in the tournament section of the Barnesville Invite. We have done 6.5, maybe 6 1/3 matches, depending on what happens here in set number 2 between the Hornets and the Cowgirls. And then we have one more after this, and that'll be the rivalry between the Hawley Nuggets and the Barnesville Trojans. And that should be a good one. And we'll have that for you here to wrap up our coverage for the day from Barnesville High School. Once again, we want to give a shout out to, excuse me, get those hiccups every time I want to give shout outs. We'll give the shout outs here in a little bit. All right, so 26-24 in set 1. And the first serve of set 2 goes into the net for a point for Breckenridge. And the second one goes out of bounds for a point for Frazee. And as a result, we're tied at 1-1. One's up and over. Materi will set it up here, and that was a power blast there from Jude Held, but Ziegler able to recover it. Now Held with a nice move and stays on this side of the line. Nice job there. Gets a little momentum there. Now Held will try and put it over, and diving dig by Ziegler himself, and then a joust at the net, and Held will poke it down for the point. Attacking air into the net here for Brett. The senior Arnholt will have the serve here for the Cowgirls, and that serve is up and over. Frazee will control it. They'll back set it far side there. That is checked at Gabrielson. Had to look up quick. I thought the ball was going my direction. Tipped over, and nothing that anybody can do about that one. Arnholt, they definitely gave it her best effort, but that will fall short, and now will give Frazee a 3-2 lead. Bump set over there, and then it'll be tossed over by Maddie Larson. Used to seeing Maddie in a Librero uniform, so I'm gonna have to get used to that green 13 out there. And I won't have to get used to it for long. She'll hop out, and then Riley Lorenz will come back into the lineup here for the Cowgirls. Serve is up and over. Ziegler will make first contact. There's the set over to the far side. O'Brien will send it over. Bump there, and now set up for Undum. She'll send it back over to the Hornets, and the Hornets will go on the attack, and they'll get the kill. 4-3 in favor of Frazee. Make it 5-3 in favor of Frazee. Oh no, make it 4-4, excuse me. Snowball will send it over. And getting the kill is Undum. 5-4 Breckenridge. Snowball on the serve from the middle of the service line. It's up and over. Set, far side attack, out of bounds. Snowball on the serve, and it's up and over. There's a set. Got it in the near corner. Nice job there by Victoria Undum. And the Cowgirls sneak out to a 3-point advantage here, 7-4. Snowball will continue on the serve here as they trail in the match 1-0. We've only had one match today in both pools go to 3 sets, and that was the Winnemac versus Frazee match, which happened to be the second match of the day. Blocked at the net. That was a nice block, too. That was Ellie Ryerson along with possibly Johansson. Ryerson for sure. I wasn't 100% sure on the second player there. And it's 8-5. Back set. They'll push it over. It popped out by Kaler. Material set it up far side for Riley Lorenz, but she popped it out of bounds. 8-6. On the serve now, I believe that's Johansson. Send it back over. And missed that one there, and that'll be another point for Breckenridge. 9-6 now. So Lorenz will get a breather on the bench, and coming in will be Maddie Larson, the senior, normally libero. I don't know what position she plays when she's not playing libero. Probably defensive specialist, I would guess. Nice job there. Kill by Cameron on the far side. Kaler, excuse me. I mixed her first name and last name together. Tack into the net. Another point for the Cowgirls, and they're up to a 5-point advantage, but as we saw in the first set, that is not a safe lead. Kaler will send it back over, and the Hornets will keep it alive. Tack, nice job there by Maddie Larson, and then a nice effort there by Caitlin Bankin, a junior. First time I've called her name. But couldn't quite get there in time. Jude Held was in the area too, and should deserve some of the credit on that hustle. Here's the back set. Jude Held will send it over. Touched, kept alive by Ziegler. Now O'Brien from the near side. Tipped back over, and it lands out of bounds. Frazee will get the point, and it's 11-7. No, 11-8, excuse me. 11-8. And that one just barely made it over the net. Materi with the set over far side, and that one will hit the beam, and that'll be a point here for Breckenridge. Riley Finkrell with the serve. And the back set to the far side and attacks into the net. Another point for Breckenridge, and they're up to a 13-8 lead now. So Finkrell will continue on the serve. Set to the far side. I believe that is Gabrielson far there. Back over to the Hornets now. Ziegler to O'Brien. O'Brien sends it over. Larson will touch it up. Materi sets it up far side there for Jude Held. And O'Brien somehow keeps that one alive. Nice job there by the Hornets. And did she sneak that in? No, it was just out. Cowgirls claiming it was tipped. And they will give the point to Frazee. 13-9. Ryerson with the serve, and that was an unlucky break there as the Cowgirls couldn't get it back over. So Materi will set up on the far side as Kaler will push it over with two hands. Out of bounds on that attack there. A lot of power on that one, but didn't quite get the downward projection that she needed to get the point and the kill. That'll make it 14-10 here with the serve going back to the Cowgirls. Caitlin Arnholt, the senior, with this jump serve from the near side of the service line. It's up and over and down for an ace. 15-10. Ziegler will make first contact. Here's the set near side on the attack, and she got it down for the kill as Maddie Starry, or did she? Yes, she did. 15-11. Thought I saw the corner of my eye saying that it was out. And that's down inside for a kill. That was Victoria Undum. Riley Lorenz will check back into the lineup. And now it'll be tucked down by Undum too, just in front of the back line. And that makes it 17-11. Timeout, Frazee.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, welcome back. 17-11, Breckenridge leads here in set number 2. And make it 17-12. Serve is up and over. Finkel and setting it up far side for Riley Lorenz off the set there by Caitlin Arnholt. And that will fall down for a point for Breckenridge. 18-12. Coming back into the lineup now is Caitlin Bankin, a junior outside hitter. Out of bounds. Another point for Breck. 19-12. There's a set for the attack from the middle of the net. Nicely dug out there by the Cowgirls. And Riley Lorenz didn't quite get the swing on that she wanted. And that'll give Frazee another point. It's 19-13. Here's the back set, near side, and Undum tried to get it over, but it was blocked there by Ellie Ryerson. 19-15, and Breckenridge will talk it over. Once again, our point system there a little delayed, and we apologize for that. But we will be back after this timeout. Maybe. North Dakota Softball All-Stars podcast with Tim Howe keeps you up to date year-round on the sport of softball in the state of North Dakota. Coach and player interviews, who's moving on to play college softball, and that, well, guess what? That simply scratches the surface of this Grand Slam softball podcast. A new episode every week during the softball season and every month during the off-season. Listen anytime on demand on the ND Sports Channel, a Magnitude Sports Media Network station. All right, it's 19-15 here out of the timeout from Breckenridge. Frazee has the serve, and it's up and over. Here's the set to the far side for Riley Lorenz, who gets blocked at the net once again, and it's 19-16 off the tip. Undum sends it over. And tipped back over and diving for it. Nice effort there, but unfortunately a little short for Arnholt. She's had a couple of those in this game so far. And that puts the Hornets a couple points closer. 19-17, serve is up and over. Lorenz makes first contact. Here's the set back to Lorenz. And the Hornets will keep that one alive. Now they'll push it over, and it'll be sent over here by, that is, I forget, Bankin. It's a new name. I'm not used to that one yet. Finkel will send it over. And she'll make the touch there, too. Here's the set. Undum over the top. No. Hornets will keep it alive. They'll go on the attack, and that's kept alive there by the Cowgirls. Lorenz will pop it back over, and running a little bit of trouble there, but the Hornets able to return it. Here's the set. Undum at the net, and somebody touched the net. Was it a net violation, or? Officials are going to discuss it here. 19-17, the current score. If it was a net violation, I don't know. I don't think she got the kill. I think that was a block, and maybe they're discussing which player ran to the net, and they will indeed award the point there to Frazee. 19-18. There's a set, Riley Lorenz. Into the stands, and Lorenz will get the point. Off the kill. There's attack from the far side, and that's another point for Frazee, and we're 2019 now. Hornets within one. Serve will go into the hands of Jaren Johansson, the senior. Here's a set from Materi. Riley Lorenz will push it over. Comes back to the Cowgirls. Materi will set it up again. This time it's Jude Held, who had that one blocked. Now Materi will set it up far side for Lorenz. She got it down inside the back line for the point. (21-19). Attack from the 10-foot line, just barely goes over. Materi on the second touch sets it up for Kaler on the far side. That one we kept alive by the Hornets. And they'll go on the attack and get the kill. That is Ellie Ryerson with the kill. 21-20. That one just barely makes it over. Materi has to backpedal there to get the set there. And Held was able to get it over. Now it comes back to the Cowgirls. Set it up for Kaler. Kaler's blocked at the net, but it goes out of bounds on the block. And that will be a point for Breck, and it's 22-20. If we do go to the third set, it'll be a 15-point set. Just keep that in mind. And that one was tipped, I believe. Yup, it sure was. And Frazee's on the board with another point, and they're within one at 22-21. Annika Ryerson with the serve there. Jude Held was blocked at the net, and that's a little momentum boost there for Frazee, no doubt about that. Ties us up at 22. You get a team effort like that and completely dominate the play. That's definitely a confidence booster. Terry sets it up for Kaler, far side. Here comes O'Brien. Dug out by Finkrell is what I was trying to think of there. Back set far side attack. Finkrell will touch up on it again. Now Materi with the set, and it'll be pushed over there by Kaler. Free ball for the Hornets. Ouch! Off the cheek or chin or something of Materi there. And 23-22, Frazee takes the lead. We will go ahead and take a timeout as well. I'll be back in a moment here on the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Magnitude Sports Media Network is your home for all types of sports programming in a 3-state region. Over 500 previous games are available right now on demand. Since 2017, we've brought you an average of 275 games a year, including junior varsity and varsity matchups across 8 different sports. Now we're on pace for the same amount of games this year. It's a whole lot of sports, and it's all right here, where North Dakota, Minnesota, and South Dakota teams play. This is the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
All right, Annika Ryerson with the serve. That's up and over. Finkrell makes first contact. Materi the back set to June Held here on the near pin. The Hornets will push it back over in 2. Now juggle for it at the net. Snowball nearly miscommunicated. Now want to go under due to a slight miscommunication, and that will be match point for Frazee. Breckenridge has given up 2 comfortable leads in both sets, and right now they're in danger of losing this one. Terry knee sliding. Snowball will get it back over. Can the Hornets win it here? They can! 25-22 is the final in set 2, and the Hornets will take the match. 26-24 in set 1, 25-22 in set 2. The preceding was a presentation of the Minnesota Sports Station on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Coming up next, your championship game between Barnesville and Hawley. That's a couple minutes away. Stay tuned. We'll talk to you in a few minutes.